Good morning, grade 2 students. This is Miss Gina, and for today's topic in Social Studies Philippines, we will be talking about the unity and cooperation among community and the Philippine economic map. So what are the things that you will understand and learn from today's topic? You will appreciate the attitude of the Filipinos in giving service to others. You will also know and remember the prominent products from the different places in the country. And last, you will understand that not all products are found in one community. So what are the keywords that you need to remember, or the vocabulary words that we need to understand? The first one is inhabitants, abundant, export, relief operations, and resilience. So let us define each word. So when we say inhabitants, these are permanent residents of an area, the people who live in that place. Abundant, many or plentiful. Export, to send or transport abroad. So we sell our products outside the Philippines. That's why sometimes you see products from the other countries wherein there is a tag that says made in the Philippines. Relief operations, providing aid to victims of calamities, just like what is happening around the world right now because of the COVID-19. So many people are giving relief goods to some people. So some government agencies are helping those people who are affected by the calamities. Resilience, this is the attitude of the Filipino. It's our ability to endure hardships. So that means even we have big problems, we are facing hard times in our life, we do not give up. We always solve it, and we can still smile despite of the problem that we are facing. So let us start with our topic for today. So there are many communities in the Philippines. Each community has a unique physical environment that support the needs of the people. Some community, they live near the sea. Some live near the fields. Some even live in the city. People get the resources like food and wood for shelter and other things in the community. But not every community can supply the needs of the people living there. Sometimes there are some products that we cannot buy from our community. We can just get it from the other or outside community. So that's the time that we need to travel and buy things from the other place to provide the needs in our community. There are resources that are available in another community. So some resources are not available in our place. That's why we need to go to other place so to buy these things. Cooperation in providing the different food items. There are certain food items that may not be readily available in our community. Just like in Abu Dhabi, some of the groceries, they do not sell the Filipino food that we usually like to eat, but some they are selling. So how does it happen? Philippines export, or they sell, okay, they export food from our country to Abu Dhabi so that Filipinos staying in Abu Dhabi can buy Filipino products. Why? Because they know that not all Filipino products are available in Abu Dhabi. That's why if you notice, if you go to some groceries, if we want to eat some Filipino food, sometimes it's not available there. But when you go to other grocery, you might find some Filipino products that they are selling. Example of that, if you are living in a fishing area, the primary products in your community are fish and other resources from the sea. Why? Because you are near the sea or you are near the ocean. So automatically, the jobs or the professions of the people there are fishing. So the products in your place will be fishes and some seafoods. But if you will go, just like this one, the fishermen, these are the people who live near the sea community. So if you notice, the fishes in their place are not that expensive because they can just get it easy for them to catch fish in that place because they live near the sea or near the ocean. But if you are living in a fishing community, you may have limited supply of rice and other crops like fruits and vegetables. You have many fishes and sea products, but you have a limited supply of rice and other crops. Why? Because you do not have fields in your place. Almost all of the place that you can visit there are actually sea and oceans, water resources. So what will you do? Because you have limited supply of rice and other crops like fruits and vegetables. So you don't have rice fields, you don't have plantation of fruits and vegetables. So automatically, your community will buy from other community so that you will have a supply of rice, fruits, and vegetables. So, to meet your need for rice and other crops, your community must import. When you say import, you will buy from outside. When you say export, you will sell your product outside. So, because you don't have rice and other crops, your community must import from another community with an abundant supply of rice and other crops. So you will buy outside your community. You will buy from the community who sells more rice and other crops like fruits and vegetables. Communities also help each other during calamities. For example, when Visayas region was hit by an earthquake in October 2013, many communities immediately sent help. So this is what happened to Visayas region last October 2013. They were actually struck by a strong quake and it damages many properties in their place. Many people also died. So what happened to them? Many people from the other communities sent help to them. Relief goods, relief operations. So they helped the people from the Visayas region to overcome the disaster that they experienced. What are some of the calamities? Volcanic eruption, the Yolanda typhoon that happened in Leyte, I think 2012. There are different groups organized relief operations for these disasters and calamities. Communities in Luzon and Mindanao send search and rescue teams, medical teams, and other personnel to help the victims. When we talk about search and rescue teams, these are the people who search for the bodies of us bodies of the people in that place who are affected by the calamities, if they are still alive or some of them are already dead. They also sent medical teams. Okay, medical teams, the doctors, the nurses, and all the people who is under the medical teams who will help these people to be cured and other personnel to help the victims. We also experience different calamities like typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or even war. This is what happened to the Philippines before. But try to remember the word resilience. Filipinos, no matter what kinds of problem we encounter, we endure hardship. We do not give up easily. So if you see in the picture, even they lost everything, they still move on and start their life again. We also experience different calamities like typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and even wars. Just like recently, last January 2020, you remember that the Al volcano eruptions, many families from Batangas, Tagaytay, Cavite, or the nearby provinces were affected by the Taal volcanic eruption. But because of the help from the people outside, they're starting to recover now, and I think almost half of the place are now already doing okay. So even the wars in Mindanao, so even they are far from Metro Manila, people also sent help, or the government sent help to the people in Mindanao. Filipinos always endure whatever challenge. Also, we always help each other in times of need. The word resilience. Okay, resilience means accepting the challenges and still becoming strong whatever problems that we encounter. And being helpful are some of the great Filipino values. So, the word resilience and helpful. These are the two words that we can describe the Filipino people. So if you notice, the soldiers and some medical teams are helping the people, giving relief goods. So cooperation in meeting other needs of the community. There are many things that the community needs for its people. For example, the Nueva Ecija imports clothes, electricity, wood, stones, and cement from other communities because they don't have that products. In return, Nueva Ecija supplies many communities with rice. Do you know why? Unity and cooperation among the community is necessary to meet the needs and demands of the people. There are also private groups or organizations that help the community during the times of need. You need to remember these private groups because maybe someday you will encounter them. At least you know what are the things they can offer to the people who needs help from them. So we call this the non-government organizations or the NGOs. They organize by volunteers who donate their time and effort to helping people. Said they do not receive salaries. They just work because they love to help and they love to serve the people. These are the NGOs. One of the best example of NGO is the Philippine National Red Cross. Okay? If you notice, they usually have the blood donation bank, and every time that there is a calamity or disaster that happened to any place in the Philippines, the Philippine National Red Cross will be the first one to visit that place and check what is happening. They will also plan on what to do with the people who are affected with the disasters and calamities. They conduct relief operations that help people affected by disasters. They also organize blood drives. When you say blood drives, people can donate blood. Okay, people are going to donate blood and give it to the people who are sick or hospitalized in a very low price or sometimes free. The NGOs work together with government and members of the community. So these non-government organizations are actually founded by some people who really have a big heart for the needy. And not only for the needy, those people who are affected by the disasters and calamities in the country. And let's go back to my questions before. Why do you think Nueva Ecija can supply many places in the Philippines with rice? The answer is, Nueva Ecija is the largest supplier of rice in the Philippines. They're actually known as the rice granary of the Philippines. Why? If you will visit Nueva Ecija, you will see fields, rice fields. It's full of rice fields. But they need to import some products outside Nueva Ecija because they do not have products. So the number one product that they produce in their province or in Nueva Ecija is actually the rice. Most of the rice in Metro Manila came from Nueva Ecija. So let's try to look the Philippine economic map. So when we talk about Philippine economic map, we can find here the region or regions that may supply us with different products. So the Philippine economic map is different from the Philippine map. So you will see in the Philippine economic map the different products that each region is producing. So if you notice, they have some pictures of crabs, fishes, what else, handicrafts. So they represent the products that they produce in their place. So let's start with the Region 3, Region 4B, Region 8, and Region 12. What is the product that they produce? They actually produce rice. While in Region 4A and the ARMM means Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. The product that they produce is corn. While the Region 2, Region 6, Region 7, and 9, they have two products came from their place, the sugar cane and the sugar. For the CAR or the Cordillera Administrative Region, the number one product in their place are clothes. And the Region 4B, Region 13, and the CAR again, they produce baskets, mats, and other handicrafts. Handicrafts, these are products made by hand by the natives in that place. For the Region 1, Region 3, Region 4B, Region 5, Region 7, Region 8, Region 10, and Region 13, they produce fish. Okay, so remember that the regions and the products that they produce. For the Region 4A, Region 4B, Region 13, and CAR again, the product they produce is wood. For the Region 7, rubber. Let's go back again so you will remember. So the Philippine economic map shows the different products that each region produce. Region 3, Region 4B, Region 8, Region 12, they produce rice. Region 4A and ARMM, they produce corn. Region 2, Region 6, Region 7, Region 9, they produce sugarcane and sugar. The Cordillera Administrative Region or CAR, they produces clothes. Region 4B, Region 13, and CAR, baskets, mats, and other handicrafts. Region 1, Region 3, Region 4B, Region 5, Region 7, Region 8, Region 10, and Region 13, they produce fish. For the Region 4A, Region 4B, Region 13, and CAR, they produce wood. For the Region 7, they produce rubber. Okay, for your task for today, you're going to answer this in your portfolio. Just write the topic on top and the date today. And the question is, as a student, how can you help the victims of typhoon, earthquake, or volcanic eruption? Again, as a student, how can you help the victims of typhoon, earthquake, or volcanic eruption? For the second task, you will answer page 338 in your SSP book. So you will just answer the 10 items there, using the Philippine economic map. There is a Philippine economic map on page 339. So the direction is, using the Philippine economic map, identify the region or regions that may supply us with the following products. So they wrote it there: rice, corn, sugarcane, clothes, baskets, mats, and other handicrafts. You're going to go back to the PowerPoint presentation that I'll be giving to your advisor or to your teacher. You will go to the region sections and you will see the different products that I discussed. So for you to be able to answer the page 338, you need to go back to the PowerPoint presentation, the regions that we discussed. So the products are there as well as the regions. You will just write the region. So for the SSP book, you will answer it there. For this question, you will answer this in your portfolio. So we'll just take picture and send it to the Google Classroom. Okay, so I'll be providing the PowerPoint presentation and just go back to the lesson so you'll be able to answer all the questions. So I hope everything is okay. Stay safe, stay home. See you again next week for the next task. Bye, grade 2.